Now, I know many of you viewers are frustrated and confused, spending countless weeks and months talking to different people, trying to find the best annuity.
Yes, and for those of you who just started the research, you'll soon find out, after learning all the endless terminologies and contradictions out there, why most people feel like pulling their hair out or just giving up.
And this is why we created this short video, which will show you how experts like us find the best annuity with 5 simple steps and how you can avoid being taken advantage of.
And stay tuned to the end of the video where we'll provide you with a free downloadable 5-step chart and the 4 playlists that you can watch, empowering you to navigate your journey stress-free. Hi, I'm Kai.
And I'm Ann. We're the founders of KCIIS, where we represent over 50 plans and assist people in all 50 states to retire healthy and wealthy. And of course, we can't forget our mascot retirement puppy, Gracie.
What's she doing?
I don't know. She looks like she's eager to take the wheel or something.
Always doing something.
Now, Kai, what do you tell our viewers who don't agree with us and don't feel like they have to watch all of our videos and follow our 5-step process, and all they want to do is get a quote and an illustration from us?
Well, I usually ask them, would they rather watch 2 to 3 hours of our videos on our playlist, or would they rather be taken advantage of by advisors or internet propaganda? Would you like to speak at a high level with the advisors and understand all the fine print, or be confused? Remember, everyone is trying to sell you. This is why we created our 5-step process, so that no one, no website, and no one from our office can intentionally or unintentionally mislead you.
And if you're married or have a partner with whom you both make decisions together, we strongly encourage you both to watch the videos in our first 4 steps. You'll soon come to see that this is not something that you can just learn and pass on the information to them.
No way. Too much information. Now, many of you viewers have called us asking for a quote or illustration for the best annuity, or at least the top 3. Now, Anne, why is this the #1 mistake?
You would think that by calling a few different agents and advisors, one should be able to save time and find the best annuity. And kind of like shopping for the best car insurance quote.
So what's wrong with having the expert just tell you what's the best or the top 3?
Well, here's why that's the biggest mistake. You're giving the advisor or agent too much power. We all have heard that knowledge is power. If you don't have enough knowledge, you're giving the power to your advisor and just hoping the advisor or agent does what's best for you.
Yes, I met someone playing tennis last Friday, Anne, and he just bought an annuity. So I asked him, okay, well, what type of annuity did you buy? He goes, I don't know.
Oh, that's horrible.
Absolutely. That's why you, the viewer, need to follow our 5-step process. And the first step is learning the annuity terminologies. Just like buying anything that is new to you, like cars or computers, learning the terminologies is like learning a language. Learning the language gives you the power so that no one can take advantage of you or talk over your head. Now, you can go to our channel and click on the playlist, and you'll see steps 1 to 4 to make sure that you understand the language. So, Anne, can you explain to the viewers the basic terminologies that they should learn before meeting an advisor or an agent?
Sure. So on our chart here, you should learn the basic terminologies such as SPIAs, DIAs, MIGAs, FIAs, VAs, hybrid pensions, riders such as death benefit riders, income riders, and so forth.
Now, I know that sounds like a lot, but it's really not that much once you get it down. Now, besides the basic terminologies, there are contract languages that you should learn too. And not just the meaning, but also the differences between them. By watching our playlist, you will learn the most important ones: caps versus participation. Now, caps are easy to understand, but how does that differ from participation rates? Then we have fees versus spreads.
And this one got me when we first started. They sound the same, but are very different.
Yeah, absolutely. Then you have cash versus income benefit value. Now, everyone knows what a cash value is, but what is an income benefit value? Most people have no idea what that is. Then you have bonuses versus roll-up rates.
And these terms usually mess people up. That's why we put this in our annuity scams video.
Yes. And lastly, contractual versus hypothetical. Again, most understand what contractual guarantee means, but how does that differ? And why would some purchase a hypothetical guarantee?
And how can it be hypothetical and guaranteed at the same time?
Good point. We did talk about that in another video.
Yes, we did. Well, we know this can seem very overwhelming. However, once you learn it, it's not that bad. Again, go to our channel and look for step 1 under playlists. Now, Kai, after our clients are familiar with the terminologies that we discussed in our playlist, what's the next step so that they don't get taken advantage of? Do they ask for a quote or illustration?
No, it's still too early. If any of you do not want to get taken advantage of by an advisor talking too fast or being confused with the illustration, then you must have clarity in your mind as to why there are 5 different annuities, what each was designed for, and what the purpose is for.
And this includes understanding the 5 different income riders, what each income rider was designed for, and what purposes.
Yes, that's like understanding the purposes behind buying a computer, like a laptop versus a tablet.
So make sure you click on the Step 2 playlist to dive deeper into understanding the concepts after you learn the terminologies from the Step 1 playlist. Now, some of you might call us asking for a second opinion since you're afraid of making the wrong decision. Some are advisors that you've just met, while others are the same advisors that you've had for many years. Now, Kai, what do you normally say to them when they call in for a second opinion?
Well, I would first ask the client, did you interview your advisor or your agent? Regardless of how long you've known them, did you grill your advisor with a list of questions just like when you would be shopping for a general contractor while doing an extensive home remodel or a surgeon for a major operation? Again, whether it's a friend or someone you've known for a long time. We have a few questions to ask here on our 5-step process chart, but we'll also list what questions you should ask the advisor in the description below.
And for you viewers out there, ask yourself, why are you calling around or calling us if you trust your advisor so much?
That's a good point.
Now, here's a key point. The list of questions we're referring to is not for the annuity, but rather for the advisors themselves and their company.
We hope you all see the major common problem as to why many shoppers feel like giving up or pulling their hair out is not interviewing the agent and focusing too much on the annuity.
That's right, Kai. They skip the first 3 steps, and then this 3rd step is perhaps the most important step.
Absolutely.
Most people do not know what questions to ask or consider grilling their advisor with a list of questions. Some of you might even feel hesitant or shy to ask. But remember, you are hiring us or anyone you talk to as your agent or advisor. Therefore, always maintain the confidence that you're in charge and never hesitate to thoroughly question any advisors you consult. Again, look for the list of questions in the comments below. But Kai, let's say that our viewers have every reason to trust that their advisor is being 100% honest. Why then is it that many viewers don't feel 100% confident that they have the best annuity?
That's interesting. And a contradiction in itself, isn't it? Well, the reason why it's hard for the clients to have 100% confidence is because they don't have a true expert or an independent expert behind them. You see, the expert is supposed to match your best annuity with your purpose. And this could be multiple type of annuities, no different than having multiple computers. So again, a tablet and a computer and a laptop, and a smartphone. And what prevents the so-called expert from matching your best annuity with your purpose is because, one, they're not an expert. For example, you have financial advisors that they are an expert in stocks and bonds, but not an expert in annuities. You have a life insurance expert, but not an expert in annuities. You have a Medicare expert, but not an expert in annuities. You get my point. Or they are limited to the plans that they represent. They're either limited by their broker-dealer or the firm that they represent.
Yes, we've even seen advisors who say they are independent, but all that really means is that they represent 5 to 10 companies.
Correct. And that's why we represent over 50 plans so that we can be that true expert too, right, Ann?
Yes.
That's why we say we will find the best annuity for you and why we really have no competition, because this is our focus and we have, like we mentioned, over 50 plans. So feel free to visit our website at retiringoptions.com or browse our Google reviews page to discover more about our team and read our testimonials from our clients who are once in the current situation like yours.
Kai, you also mentioned to clients before that they should do a silent interview with other agents that they're talking to. What do you mean by a silent interview?
Well, have you ever tested somebody by giving them silence and you're really waiting for them to see what information they'll voluntarily give you with things that you didn't know already?
Yeah. I do that with you every day.
Yes, and I hope this is the reason why we're still married. Anyway, moving on. So here's an example. Recently, we undertook a home remodel project. I listened to various contractors, but there were some quotes I didn't even bother considering. Remember that? Now, why? Because they didn't offer any new insights. In the end, I chose a contractor who not only taught me the most, but also demonstrated how their approach and materials stood out from the rest.
Yeah, that's a good example of a silent interview, especially if you don't know what questions to ask.
Right. Even after learning the right questions from the contractor who taught me the most, I continued to listen closely to see if the other contractors would spontaneously provide similar or even more valuable information, but they didn't.
What are the strategies that we teach? Well, if you watch our videos and call us, you'll see the dramatic distinction between our strategies and everyone else's. Now, Kai, I also hear you telling our clients that there is something even more important than just worrying about getting the best annuity. Can you share that with the viewers?
Well, that's right. There's a huge mistake when you're just trying to call around, trying to find the best so-called annuity, best annuity. So here's my key point. The best annuity is never as good as having the best strategy. Even if you have a high level of knowledge of annuities, strategies can usually beat the so-called best annuity.
How so?
Well, in tennis and golf, we say it's the player, not the tennis racket or the golf clubs, right? Although when I'm mad, I blame my racket. Also, think about Social Security. We all have only one Social Security. There's really no shopping around that you can do with Social Security. However, as we are all aware, there are a multitude of advices and strategies available. The distinction between the best advice and merely an okay advice could potentially result in significant financial differences amounting to thousands upon thousands of dollars.
So let's now talk about a few strategies you will learn during our appointment.
And what's our client's favorite strategy that we teach that agents usually don't want you to know?
How to maximize your payout so you can put the least amount of money in.
Yes, many agents will hate hearing that because that makes them the least commission, doesn't it? With a maximizing payout strategy, we teach you how the time value of money affects hybrid pensions differently than investments. There's another strategy that we also combine called laddering out and laddering in.
So why not laddering in and out?
Well, there's a reason for that, and we will soon discuss that in a future video.
Got it, Kai. So can you explain then how the laddering out and laddering in strategies can help your clients?
Yes, our clients love learning this, and it's perhaps one of my favorites because this not only provides you more liquidity, but this strategy maximizes your guaranteed lifetime payouts. It maximizes your cash values growth and maximizes your legacy. It maximizes the amount you need to put in, but also keeps up with and even beats inflation.
So now some viewers asked if this is the same as laddering MYGA annuities, CDs, or bonds.
No, completely different. Laddering hybrid pensions involves first learning how that time value of money affects pensions, again, which is completely different than laddering CDs or bonds or MYGA annuities. We will also teach you the differences between laddering out versus laddering in, like you were asking earlier. Combining these two laddering strategies can help you, again, keep up with and even beat inflation for the rest of your life.
And when our viewers meet with us, they soon realize this laddering out and in strategies have also helped people self-insure their long-term care without having to buy long-term care insurance.
Or at the very least, just get a very small long-term care policy.
Right. By the way, if you have enjoyed this video so far, please like and subscribe. We also hope you share this video with others so that they know these 5 steps as well. It also helps us to grow our channel. And as a thank you, we will do our very best to answer your questions in the comments below.
And what's another important strategy that people miss when buying annuities?
Well, they may not know which funds are best to use. Their IRA, Roth IRA, non-IRA brokerage accounts, or bank funds, or when it's beneficial to utilize more than one type simultaneously.
Yes, exactly. And the best way to understand this is with a strategy we created called staging and laddering. Now, as a disclosure, we're not tax advisors, but we can combine our strategies with your tax advisor. However, this approach tends to yield optimal results, obviously, with larger accounts.
And this goes beyond simply understanding tax deferral or converting to tax-free Roth IRA accounts. We focus on strategic timing for using different funds to maximize your guaranteed lifetime payouts and achieve your ultimate goal.
Minimizing taxes.
Yes.
We will be making a video soon on how to utilize staging and laddering strategies. So again, make sure you turn on your notification.
And in the meantime, call us and see if this strategy will work for you. By the way, we would like to get a poll. Was this the first time you've heard of these strategies discussed so far? If so, please let us know in the comments below. Which ones are new to you? So Kai, why should clients not ask for a quote or illustration so early on?
Well, if they ask before following steps 1 to 4 that we just mentioned, not only will they regret their decision, but the process can be very overwhelming and very complicated.
So only after steps 1 to 4 should you ask for an illustration. Here's our chart. You can download it or take a picture. Number 1, learn the annuity language, the terminologies. Number 2, understand the 5 annuities and the 5 lifetime income riders.
Number 3, which is the most important, interview the agent or advisor by grilling them with a list of questions.
Yes, and remember the silent interview too.
Yes, not the one that she does to me. But anyways, number 4, once you find the best expert, you can then pair the best annuity along with the best strategies to fit your needs.
Makes sense? That's why our clients, after watching all our videos in our steps 1 to 4 playlists before meeting us, feel incredibly confident in their decisions and rest easy at night. Yes, specializing in annuities has taken us nearly 2 decades to master, and we continue to learn every day. The 5-step chart we've developed is integral to our comprehensive all-set process. Simple, educational, and transparent. Our goal is for you to feel completely confident and prepared, ready to retire healthy and wealthy.
Ready for the 4-step playlist? Well, click on the 4 playlists up here and the description below.
You can also call us and we can email you our 5-step process. We look forward to hearing from you.